In the heart of the eastern region, there was a village called Okonkwo. It was a peaceful community where traditions were revered. Everyone knew each other. In this village lived a man named Okonkwo, a poor farmer who worked tirelessly but never seemed to escape the grip of poverty. Despite his best efforts, his farm yields were meager, and his dreams of a better life remained out of reach. Okonkwo had one daughter, Olaedo, who was the pride of his life. Olaedo was known far and wide for her beauty and purity. Her kind heart made her beloved by everyone in the village. Many men came to ask for her hand in marriage, bringing gifts of yam, goats, and palm wine, hoping to win Okonkwo's approval. But Okonkwo was not satisfied with these offerings. He believed that his daughter's beauty and virtue deserved more than what the local suitors could offer. He dreamed of marrying Olaedo to a wealthy man who could lift them of their poverty and give them a better life. So he turned away all the suitors, waiting for a grander opportunity. One day, as the sun was setting, a stranger came to Okonkwo. He was a tall man with a confident demeanor, dressed in fine clothes that glittered in the evening light. He introduced himself as Ezugo, a wealthy trader from a distant land. Ezugo spoke of his vast riches, describing lands full of bountiful harvest, barns overflowing with yams. He expressed his desire to marry Olaedo and promised Okonkwo wealth beyond his wildest dreams. Blinded by the hope of escaping poverty, Okonkwo quickly agreed to Ezugo's proposal. He was thrilled by the prospect of a better life and didn't question Ezugo's intentions. He believed that this was the opportunity he had been waiting for, the chance to give his daughter a life of luxury and to secure his own future. Olaedo, however, was filled with unease. She had always trusted her father, but something about Ezugo didn't sit right with her. Still, she kept her concerns to herself, trusting that her father knew what was best. The next morning, Ezugo came to formally ask for Olaedo's hand in marriage. He promised to return with a bride price so substantial that it would change Okonkwo's life forever. Without hesitation, Okonkwo agreed, sealing his daughter's fate. Ezugo prepared to take Olaedo away, promising Okonkwo that he would send for him once everything was settled in his homeland. He assured Okonkwo that the wealth would follow soon after. With a heavy heart, Olaedo left with Ezugo, hoping that her father's decision would lead to a better life for them both. Days turned into weeks, and weeks turned into months, but Okonkwo heard nothing from Ezugo. No messengers came, no wealth arrived, and Okonkwo's life remained as bleak as before. The villagers began to talk, whispering among themselves that Okonkwo had been deceived. Desperate to know the fate of his daughter, Okonkwo set out on a journey to find her. He traveled from village to village, asking if anyone had seen a Zugo or knew where he had taken Olaedo to. But no one had ever heard of a wealthy trader named Izugo, and no one could tell him where his daughter was. Finally, in a distant village, Okonkwo learned a terrible truth. Ezugo was not a wealthy trader. He was a commoner who preyed on the hopes of desperate men. He had sold Olaedo into slavery in a foreign land, taking her purity and innocence away for nothing. Devastated, Okonkwo returned to Onkwago, a broken man. The villagers, who had once respected him, now looked upon him with pity and scorn. They whispered about the man who had sold his virgin daughter for nothing, a man who had let greed cloud his judgment and lost the most precious thing in his life. Consumed by guilt and sorrow, Okonkwo withdrew from the world. He could not forgive himself for what he had done, and the weight of this action crushed his spirit. He spent days in silence, haunted by the memory of Olaedo's gentle smile and the knowledge that he had failed her. The story of Okonkwo and Olaedo spread far and wide, becoming a cautionary tale told to generations. It was a lesson about the dangers of greed and the price of valuing wealth over the well-being of those who we love. Okonkwo lived out the rest of his life in solitude, his once hopeful dreams shattered, his heart, now a symbol of his loss, stood as a reminder of the consequences of his choices. And so, the tales of the virgin sold for nothing became a part of the village history, a story, sorrow, and regret that would never be forgotten.